Hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. Yeah, it's getting a little bit ugly in this range, I have to say. It would have been really nice if or had Bitcoin held here above the Friday low. So we might continue a little longer in the range, okay? I mean, that is sort of what we talked about earlier today, that the immediate 1-2 setup that we saw develop here from the Friday low, that wasn't really reliable. It was very small. So important is just that we don't break below the 113,800 level, because any break below that level would likely lead to a change in interpretation and would, in my opinion, be a first warning that the upside impulse that we have seen that started to develop in June, right? That this is breaking, okay? So it's really that 50% retracement level there that ideally holds at 113,800. The market can do all sorts of things above this level. It can do whatever it wants. I don't really care about it much. You could do this, and as long as we at some point go higher, that's fine. We can keep the idea of an upside impulse. But actually, I would, even when we zoom into this perspective, I would even prefer that the price holds above the Tuesday low. And that level is at $115,780, because from that level to the upside, we have seen 5 waves up. So I can still see this as a 1-2 setup, and ideally the bulls grind higher from here. Yeah, find some kind of way to reverse to the upside, or it might turn into this triangle we talked about earlier today, which I've labeled as an ABCDE structure. That is possible as well, even though the wave count doesn't align so well with that because of the idea of a 5-wave move up, and then yeah, it doesn't add up so well with the idea of an Elliott Wave triangle. That being said, there are ways how this could be labeled and play out. Important would be also in the triangle that we don't break below the red line, however. So that is quite related to the other scenario, actually. It's just that in a triangle pattern, as shown here in orange, we might see a little bit more sideways action before actually getting a breakout. In terms of the trend lines, I mean, the yellow lines just indicate how the triangle could play out. They just show the sequence of lower highs and higher lows. Yeah, so far we're simply watching if the bulls continue to move sideways in this triangle, or maybe we get an upside impulse from here, from this area. So far, there hasn't really been any substantial reaction that would confirm that a low is in. And now with the break below the Friday low, the bulls would have to start again to build another 1-2 setup or give us any upside impulse. What I said was, like, from the Friday low, we had a potential 5-wave move up, but it was super small. It was here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, and then maybe A, B, C, but yeah, it broke below that low, which invalidated a direct move up. But again, that is like end of the week volatility. Let's see how the daily candle closes. Let's see if we get some upside action from the Asian traders, Asian market traders, and important would be, for a first indication that really a low is in. Earliest indication, my view, is a break above this last swing high at around $118,860, and a break above the green line would be an even better signal at around 121K. And then from there, ideally, we would move higher and towards 126K. So not much happened, just a slight break below the Friday low. We're already back above it. So maybe just some stops were taken out. As I said before, it is actually quite positive, I think, for the altcoins if Bitcoin continues to move a little bit sideways in the range and holds on a high level. Because that at the moment, in an environment in which Bitcoin dominance is dropping, keeps the overall uptrend on the altcoin or in the altcoin sector alive. So yeah, that's the update on Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. I also invite you to join us on X for additional updates and videos and much more. You can find the link in the video description and also in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.